Hello, everybody. So, unfortunately, I sold the Citation. I don't know what was wrong with it exactly, and a fella from Indiana came up and grabbed it. So, I picked up this '93 Chevy S10 that I'm ultimately going to put a small block in. Um, yeah, the Citation was just, and you couldn't get a windshield for it, and excuses, but I just didn't have the means to keep working on that car, and it was causing me strife, and it's getting hard to find parts for them. And I liked it, but I didn't love it, and I've always wanted to do one of these square body S10s. If you're been following the channel for a while, you remember last year I had a square body Blazer, but this truck I think we're going to build up a little bit. I'd like to try to get it running good enough to possibly drive it this year, and then it's a very base truck. This is a 2.5 liter 4-cylinder, otherwise known as the Tech 4 or the Iron Duke. This truck is so basic, it has, as you can see, no air conditioning, no power steering, not even a provision for power steering. There's no pump, no lines for a pump. It's just manual steering. This thing is a J.C. Whitney catalog poster child. The story on this truck is elderly gentleman owned it, and he just put a bunch of weird little things on it, like those lights, the covers on the headlights, these skulls. He hand painted the side of the truck and the rear of the truck. And yes, it's got dual exhaust on a 4-cylinder, if you can believe that. It's a single to a cherry bomb, and then it Y's off from the cherry bomb. Yeah, his name was John Eby. He signed the truck. He's no longer with us. He died in 2015. I looked up his obituary because I wanted to see. My wife is familiar with the family. She went to school with some of the folks from this family, so it's a local vehicle to me. But yeah, the guy put all these weird little things on. I'm gonna peel all this stuff off and repaint the truck. It needs to be cleaned. The interior needs to be completely gutted. It has toggle switches. The door drops, which is typical of these, but it's not the door pins. Thought it was the door pins, but actually it's kind of rotted out right down here, so I think what I'm going to end up having to do is take the door off. And then I'm probably just going to throw some kind of metal in there to hold it together. Floor's a little punky. Like I said, stop signs and license plates are your best friend with vehicles like this, because I ain't fixing to do a full-on restore. Although I do want to throw a small block in it at some point. But yeah, it's got this funky headliner in it. He taped this together. The truck is just full of stuff. He's got this newer stereo in it. You have to unhook the battery, otherwise it's got a parasitic draw. But yeah, see, no air conditioning controls at all, just a heater. It's got this thing. I don't know what it is exactly, but when you put the truck in reverse, it beeps like a UPS truck or a school bus. And I turn the turn signals on, it plays music. All that's coming out. Every bit of it. All the lighting. All the goofy lights. It's all coming out. Sorry, Johnny boy. I hope you rest in peace, buddy, but Um, this is your vision. I respect your vision, but we are going to move on to my vision. And I want to build a Rat Rod S10, so that's where we're at with it. But yeah, it's got all this kind of stuff in it. But I'm gonna completely gut this truck, this interior. We'll we'll fix up this piece. I'm not gonna dump a ton of money into trying to replace a bunch of metal. This is a Michigan truck. And as you can see, it had been sitting a minute. It's got 157,000 miles on it. It's got an automatic transmission, which I think is interesting because typically when you have a base S10 like this, 4-cylinder usually has the 4 or the 5-speed manual in it. So I guess he didn't want to shift no gears. He just was like, I'll tick the box that says automatic. So it's got Cutlass 442 wheels on it, which I thought was kind of cool. It's the SS2 wheels that they put on the mid 80s Cutlass 442s, the chrome ones. So that's pretty cool. Might go ahead and find the center caps for those. Slap them on there, and I thought it'd be kind of funny to throw the Oldsmobile Bravada grill on the front of it, just to be different. Yeah, I'm thinking I might just run this motor for a little bit until I can get my V8 together. It's got a newer battery. It's a good running truck. It's kind of loud and obnoxious with that cherry bomb on it, but yeah, I think it's going to be a nice, good, inexpensive build, really, aside from putting the engine in it and all that, but that's later. But I just wanted to show the truck. Probably going to get rid of this topper, because I don't like toppers on my trucks. But the guy I got the truck from, he said that he just did brakes and spark plugs, wires, cap rotor, changed the oil, all that kind of stuff on it. Come here, Brindley. A goofy little chihuahua got out. Come here, you silly pup. Here, just say hi to the people. No, you're not supposed to be out here, silly. You gotta stay in the yard. Brindley, come on. Nope, come on. Get in the yard. Good girl, stay in the yard. Silly dog. So yep, nice, easy. Sorry about that. I gotta discipline my babies when they're being naughty. And same way with the kids. They're doing something, dumb. I'm on their back. Yeah, good truck. Last of the Pontiac motors right here. Half of a 5-liter V8, I guess you'd say. So these motors made about 110 horsepower by this point in time. 1993 being the last year of the square body S platform trucks. And of course it's rear wheel drive. It's got a 4L60 transmission in it, which is formerly the 700R4. And it's got the old throttle body and fuel injection, but cool truck. Runs and drives good. There's not a whole lot that can break because there's not a whole lot here. So, yep. Wanted to show you this. We will definitely show the progress of this as we go. Again, I apologize about the citation if you were really interested in that. That car got seriously overwhelming and my budget couldn't handle it anymore. And these S10s are literally everywhere, so I ain't got to worry about that. Plus, it don't need a windshield, which is good news. This truck is like all around better than a Citation in that respect. It doesn't need a whole lot of work, and The Citation, I don't know what happened to it, but it just wouldn't run anymore. I couldn't tell if it was the oil pump or something was off with the carburetor. The guy off the Chevy Citation group bought it, and he's going to be able to deal with it better than I am. Being a stay-at-home dad and half disabled with type 2 diabetes and everything else that's wrong with me. Weird twitchies and all kinds of weird goofy things that are wrong with me. I'm better equipped to handle this here, and then in the meantime I can get a motor, a V8 for it. So alright guys, so this is the new build, 93 Chevy S10. Not gonna give up on this one, I promise. That Citation I was at my wit's end with that. Probably should figure out what those wires went to. But, yeah. Alright guys, talk to y'all later. Bye.